All right, y'all, I want you to stop whatever you're doing right now. Take a deep breath and listen up, because what I'm about to share with you is fixing to change how you see loss in your life, especially that one heartbreak that still stings when you think about it, the one you thought was the end of the world, the one that made you wonder if God had forgotten you. You're not here by accident. Your eyes landed on this video because what's about to be revealed is exactly what you needed to hear today, maybe more than ever before. And I promise, what I'm fixing to tell you ain't just words, it's a lifeline. That loss, it wasn't punishment, it wasn't mistake, it wasn't God forgetting about you. It was just a repositioning. And what God's bringing back to your life, it's not gonna look the same. It's gonna be double. It's gonna be purified. It's gonna come in a way that heaven's specially prepared for those brave enough to stand tall after losing something. Stay with me till the very end, because the most important part's still ahead. If you leave before you hear it, you're gonna miss what God's got just for you today. But before I go on, I need you to do something for me right quick. Drop an amen in the comments below. That simple act is the first step toward breaking free from what's kept you shackled to that pain. And subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, because what we're gonna talk about here will be a spiritual anchor for you in the months ahead, especially on days when doubt starts creeping back in. Now, I want you to answer something deep in your heart. How many times have you looked at that loss and asked yourself, what did I do wrong? How many times did you go through every detail, every decision, every word spoken or left unsaid, trying to find the exact moment everything fell apart? And how many nights in the quiet of your room did you ask God, why did you let this happen? Let me tell you something most people will never discover. God doesn't let anything fall apart without purpose. He doesn't pull away without having something bigger in his hands. When heaven allows a loss in the life of one of his chosen ones, it's not because you failed. It's because what was there no longer fits into what he's preparing for your next chapter. What you lost, it wasn't your destiny. It was the hallway. And God closed that hallway because the room he's got for you, it's a whole lot bigger, brighter, and more aligned with who you really are. Here's where everything shifts. Think about Job for a moment. The man lost everything: possessions, children, health, reputation. And while his friends tried to figure out what he'd done wrong to deserve all that, God was doing something the human eye just can't see, removing what's temporary to make room for what's eternal. By the end of Job, the Lord doubled everything he'd lost. Not just gave it back, doubled it. Not just restored, multiplied. And this isn't just a story, it's a pattern for those God calls his chosen. Listen closely now. The double isn't automatic. It doesn't just fall into your lap after a loss. No, it's reserved for those who hold on to their faith through the pain, for those who stay on their knees, even when they can't see a thing, for those who refuse to curse God in the middle of their hurt, even when they've got plenty of reasons to. And just being here, watching this, seeking to understand what's happened, that's proof of the kind of person you are. You're one who didn't give up. That's why I've put together something special for those in this season of waiting and rebuilding. It's a powerful digital book, the manual for the chosen, Protect Your Family. Inside, you'll find specific prayers for this repositioning season, psalms to break any family envy, and 3 practical steps to seal every member of your household with Jesus' blood while the double's on its way. The link's in the description and pinned in the first comment. Thousands of families across the U.S. have already grabbed this resource and say they felt the atmosphere in their homes shift within just 7 days. Quarrels that made no sense stopped. Money started stretching further than ever. Kids who drifted away came back. Marriages that looked dead, they came back to life out of nowhere. Don't wait on this. That content could be taken down at any moment, given what we're talking about. If you're feeling that tug in your heart now, comment, "I am chosen," and go get your copy. This ain't just a sales pitch. It's a mission. Your family's been waiting for this for way longer than you realize. God didn't bring you this far just to leave you empty-handed. But there's something else I haven't shown you yet, a deeper layer of this message. That loss you experienced, whether it was a relationship, a job, a friendship, or a dream that died, it's not just about you. It's about what comes after you. Let me explain. When God repositions a chosen one, He's not only adjusting one life, He's recalibrating an entire lineage. Because when you rise, you don't rise alone. You pull your family with you. And if you go down the wrong path, you drag your loved ones right along. That loss that seemed to break you, it was God's way of moving you out of a line that no longer carried the anointing over your life. You didn't lose. You were set free from something that was holding back not just your potential, but your children's, your grandchildren's, and the generations still to come. And that changes everything about how you need to see what's happened, not with bitterness, not with resentment, but with gratitude, because God loved you enough to cut away what'd keep you stuck for decades, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. Hold on tight to this next part. Some folks spend their whole lives blaming God for what went wrong, and in doing so, they miss out on the double, because that double only comes when your heart has gone through the process of mourning, grieving, and then finding peace with what was taken away. It's not about pretending it didn't hurt. It's about reaching that place where you can honestly say, God, I trust you, even when I don't understand, even when the double ain't here yet, even when my hands are still empty, I trust you. That act of surrender, that's when the repositioning begins to work behind the scenes. You may not see what God's doing right now, but know this, He's moving. Every door that looks shut today is just Him preparing the hallway for the right door to swing open. And that's why I put together that powerful digital book for you, the Manual for the Chosen. Protect your family. The link's in the description and pinned in the first comment. Grab it now while that message is still fresh in your heart. Tomorrow might be too late for your family. Now, I want to speak directly to you. That one person who walked away, maybe a partner, a business partner, a friend who felt like they'd be there forever. I need you to understand something. God didn't take them out of your life because you weren't enough. No, sir. He removed them because that presence had a ceiling, and that ceiling was lower than the step God's got waiting for you. You weren't abandoned. You were preserved. Sometimes, God's greatest mercy can look cruel to our human eyes, because when He closes a door, ends a cycle, or takes something from your life before you're ready to let go, it can feel harsh. It can feel like abandonment. But what seems like abandonment to flesh is protection to the spirit. And let me be real with you now. That double blessing God's got lined up, it ain't coming the same way as before. It's gonna come upgraded. The relationship that's headed your way is gonna carry the maturity you've gained through pain. The new job cycle, it'll have a foundation that the last one never gave you. The friendship that's forming, it's gonna see you in your strongest version, not the fragile one folks used to find. God don't recycle. He renews. He doesn't restore to what was. He elevates you to what's always been your destiny. What happens next will change how you see your life forever. There's something God's given me to share with you now, and I need your eyes wide open to catch it. The seed that dies in the ground, it don't look like a promise at all. It's buried, it's dark, it's in that damp soil where you can't see a thing happen, but it's exactly in that darkness, what looks like death, that the most powerful life is being activated. The loss you've experienced, that's the moment you were sown. And sowing, it hurts. Any seasoned farmer will tell you, the best time to plant ain't the prettiest part. There's no blossoms, no fruit, just dirt, darkness, and silence. But hear me now. God's silence. It's never absence. It's His deep. And that's where everything changes, chosen one, because you're about to rise from that dirt. And when God's sown ones rise, they don't rise as fragile sprouts blowing in the wind. No, sir. They rise as trees, rooted strong, planted by the waters, bearing fruit in the right season, leaves never drooping. That's what's coming your way. And that's why I've put together this powerful digital book for you, The Chosen's Guide to Protecting Your Family. This isn't a coincidence, friend. Just like you're watching this video right now, you're chosen. God's placed the responsibility on your shoulders to be the end of the line, the final stop for all the pain that's been passed down in your family. The link's in the description. It's also pinned in the first comment. Just click, receive, open it up, and put it into action. In just 7 days, you'll feel your home start to change. I don't say that. The word does. Type out, "I accept the mission" in the comments and grab your copy before this video gets taken down. Your whole family depends on what you do right now. Your children, your grandchildren, your future generations, they're looking at you. Now, let me ask you the question this whole video's been preparing you to answer. Do you believe? I ain't asking if you understand. I ain't asking if you see the path clear. I ain't asking if the pain's gone or if circumstances have shifted. I'm just asking, do you believe? Because faith that moves the repositioning? It don't wait for proof. The faith that activates double blessings? It don't wait for the door to open before starting to trust. A chosen one's faith moves in darkness, and it's in that darkness that it's got the most power. You're proof that God hasn't left this generation behind. You're still standing. After everything that tried to knock you down, after all that was taken from you, after every morning you woke up wondering if you had enough strength, you're still here. That's no coincidence. That's a testimony, and the testimony you're building in your pain. It's the same one that's going to fuel the faith of the people God's going to send your way when that double blessing arrives. Because when it comes back, and it will, you'll be able to look at someone on the ground and say with authority, "I've been there too. God lifted me up, and He'll lift you up too." Do you understand the weight of what I've just shared? The repositioning's complete when your trust remains intact. Not trust in what you see, trust in who He is. What was taken from you? It had an expiration date only God knew, and with wisdom that surpasses any human logic, He shut that door right on time. Because if He hadn't, it'd cost you what's coming. The double's already stored up in heaven, with your name on it, with your family written in the stars, with your spiritual address engraved, and the only thing that can delay the delivery, it's your heart, still holding on to the pain of what was removed. Let it go. Not because it don't hurt anymore, but because what's coming is way bigger than what's behind. Release the hurt. Let go of the why. Stop needing to understand before trusting, and open your hands, because God needs you to be ready to receive what He's about to pour into them. What you lost, that wasn't an accident. It was repositioning. And the blessing that's headed your way? It'll come in double. That's why I've put together this powerful digital book, The Chosen's Guide to Protecting Your Family. You'll find the link in the description and in the first comment. It's not about money. It's about obeying the call. Type in the comments, "I'm chosen to protect my family," and make it public. A comment can strengthen, record, and move the spiritual realm. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and share this message with that family member or friend who needs to hear it today, especially the one who's lost something and still hasn't found the answer. You might be the instrument God uses to set another family free.